Hey guys, I'm coming to you with another makeup tutorial, and it's gonna be on this cranberry eyes makeup look. First, I'm just gonna pin my hair back to get it out the way. Now taking my Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Pomade in Ebony, I'm going to start to filling my brows with that, but first I'm going to use my Sedona Lace EB17 brush to brush out the hairs on the spoolie side. Then I'm going to take the angle side and start filling it in. And I'm just going to go back and forth with blending it out with the spoolie and filling it in with the angle side. Now taking my Milani Brow Fix Kit in dark, I'm going to take that last shade at the bottom and I'm going to further fill in my brows. I'm using the same Sedona Lace EB17 brush to do that, and I'm going back and forth with the spoolie. I find that if I use the powder after I use the pomade, it basically fills in the rest of the hairs, because if I just use the pomade by itself, it would be sparse, and I really like my brows to be full and thick. To carve out my brows, I'm going to use my MAC Cosmetics Studio Finish Concealer in NC50. And I'm just taking an Equal Tools concealer brush to apply that. And I like to carve out the top and underneath the brow. This just gives it a more crisp, defined look. And I slowed this part down because I wanted you guys to see that I also take some of the concealer in the beginning of my brow just so it can lighten up. Now taking my Maybelline Great Lash Mascara in Clear, I'm just going to apply that just to set the brows in place. Now to start on the eyes, I'm going to use my L'Oreal Magic De-Crease and my Too Faced Shadow Insurance to prime my eyes. And I'm using an Equal Tools concealer brush to blend it out. Now taking Makeup Geek's eyeshadow in Crème Brulee, I'm just going to set those primers with my Sonia Kashuk 109 brush. Now taking Makeup Geek's eyeshadow in Cocoa Bear, this is going to be our transition shade. I'm just going to blend that with my Morphe MB23 brush into the crease. And I'm going to keep blending, apply more product, and blend some more. Now I'm going to use Coastal Scents eyeshadow in Chocolatier, and I'm going to do a sandwich eye with my No Name Fluffy blending brush. So I'm going to take some on the outside of my eye and the inside of my eye. And then I'm going to connect it into the middle. And I'm just packing on the color to intensify it and blending it out as well. Now taking my Sigma Taper Blending E40, I'm just going to blend it out so it's seamless. And I did go in and apply a little bit more of Chocolatier after blending it out to further intensify the look. Now taking Coastal Scents eyeshadow in Raisinberry, I'm going to apply this in the center of the lid with my Sigma Eye Shading E55 brush. And I'm just using packing motions to pack it on. Now taking Morphe eyeshadow in 27, I just wanted to add a little depth with my Sedona Lace 311 brush. And I'm going to put it on the outer corners and the inner corners as well and blend those together. It's worth a moment of time, yeah. Now I'm just using the fluffy blending brush to further blend out those colors together. And I'm going in with my Sigma E40 to blend it out some more. And with the same fluffy blending brush, the No Name one, I'm just going to apply a little bit more Chocolatier and apply it to the outer corners and the inner corners. Now I'm going to go with the first transition color, which is Cocoa Bear, and blend it on the outer edges. I just love a blown out look, and you have to literally go back and forth with colors to get that look. Now I'm just going to pack on some more of the Raisin Berry because it did disappear. Now taking Coastal Scents eyeshadow in 18 karat gold, I'm applying that in the center of our lid just to give the lids a pop. I felt like it looked a little flat. Okay, we're done with the eyes for now. Now for the face, I'm going to go in with my Maybelline Master Prime Blur and Smooth Primer to my face. I just apply it straight from the tube to my face. And I blend it out with my fingers. This day I felt a little extra dry, so I applied a little bit more. And this primer is really good for moisturization. It's really not a silicone based primer, so it will help if your skin is dry. Now going in with my Covergirl 3-in-1 foundation in caramel. I'm going to apply that in the center of my face. This foundation is a shade lighter than my skin tone, so I like to use it in the center and then use a darker shade on the outside. So I'm using my Revlon Colorstay foundation in 14 Cappuccio for the outside of my face. And I'm applying it with an e.l.f. powder brush. I did find out that this foundation is darker than me. I don't know if this is like an older formula because I have a newer bottle of the Revlon foundation and it matches my skin perfectly. To make both of these foundations work, I just use both of them together and it just makes a perfect combination. And I'm using pattern motions to apply my foundation. And with using a kabuki brush just like this, you get the most coverage. Also by using pattern motion. I really do like the coverage and the way my skin looks with using the CoverGirl 3-in-1 foundation. I think I might have to pick it up in my correct shade because I like it so much. Now going in with my concealer, which is the LA Girl Pro Concealer in Fawn. And I'm going to just apply it under my eyes, on the bridge of my nose, in the center of my forehead, and on my chin. And also some areas where I have a little extra pigmentation at. And to brighten up the under eyes, I'm just going to use my Revlon Colorstay Concealer in 05 Medium Deep. And this is like a couple shades lighter, maybe 4 shades lighter than me. To blend it all out, I'm going in with my e.l.f. Small Stipple Brush. I love using this brush for all applications. Blending out concealer, foundation, highlighter, blush. It's really good for that. And to further blend out that concealer, I'm just going in with my Sedona Lace EB13 brush. This just allows me to go into smaller areas to blend. And after this, I'm just going to go in with the e.l.f. powder brush to blend everything all together so it can look seamless. Now I'm going in with my L'Oreal powder in N7 Classic Tan. And I'm going to use this to set my under eye and the places I have placed the concealer, as well as areas I do get oily. And I'm using my Sedona Lace 313 brush to apply this powder. To contour, I'm going to use my Black Radiance pressed powder in Rich Mahogany, using my Sedona Lace FB03. And this brush allows my contour to just look very blended. I love this brush for contouring. And I'm going to contour underneath my cheekbones, underneath my chin, and top of my forehead. To highlight my face, I'm going in with my Milani Baked Bronzer in 05 Soleil. I'm just using a no-name blush brush to apply that, and I'm applying it to the highest points of my face, which is the top of my cheekbones, down the bridge of my nose, my chin, and my forehead. To add some color to my face, I'm going to use Milani Baked Blush in 11 Bella Rosa, which is a bright hot pink blush, and I'm going to use my Sephora powder brush to apply this. This shade looks beautiful on my skin tone. Now to go back to the eyes, I'm using my L'Oreal Voluminous Smoldering Eyeliner in black to apply that to the waterline. And I'm using an e.l.f. Professional Defiant Eye Brush, adding a little bit of Cocoa Bear and a little bit of Chocolatier to the lower lash line and blending it out. And now I'm taking my Sigma Small Angle E65 to apply a little bit of the Morphe 27 eyeshadow closest to the lash line. To highlight my inner corner, I'm using my Coastal Scents eyeshadow in light apricot, and I'm using my Sigma eyeliner EO5 brush to apply that. To coat my lashes, I'm using L'Oreal Telescopic Mascara in Carbon Black. And before I started on my lower lash line, I did apply wing liner as well as lashes, and also I applied some mascara to the top. All products that I've used will be listed in the description box. Yay! My favorite part of makeup, lips. I'm going to use my Maybelline lipstick in Mesmerizing Magenta and apply that all over my lips. I love this lipstick by itself and paired with another lipstick, which I am going to do. I'm using Melt Cosmetics lipstick in Darkroom to go over top of the previous lipstick, and this is just going to give me the perfect lip color application. The Mesmerizing Magenta was just a little too light, so the Darkroom is just going to add a little bit more depth. And that's the finished look, guys. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. I really love this look. I didn't know where I was going at first, but I liked how this came out. It's very simple, but very smoky, and I love looks like that. Thanks, guys, for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Create a song of love.